Hi guys, Eddie here. Banana pancakes is what we'll be making today. We call it panikeke in Samoan. Our ingredients first is plain flour. Nice Aussie plain flour there. We need 2 cups of plain flour. Sugar. We need 3/4 cup of sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Eggs, which is far more. 1 egg. And say about 4 bananas. I like to add extra. I love the flavour of the bananas. The more bananas you put in there, I find it gives it a darker texture, where without the banana it is like a golden texture. I like it quite brown on the sides, as you can see here, overripe, which that's how I like it. It takes less milk, so for it being more ripe, it actually moistens down a lot easier. I hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, let's get into mixing this up and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got my pot here. I actually use a small one, it's not so big. I like to put about 4 or 5 pancakes in here. But before I start the mixture, I actually like to heat up the oil now. So right now I'm using vegetable oil, which is this one. And that's definitely not enough, I'll need a little bit more. Okay, put this to the side. Move on to the next one. Put this in our bin. We'll leave our bin open. Oh, great guys. I need pliers now to sort this one out.
Just get a knife and pierce it. You got it?
There you go. Okay, let's pour more oil in, vegetable oil. I like to go probably 3/4. Okay, there you go. Got the oil there. Let's put this to the side. And now straight to the hot stove. I like to place it on 4. We don't have temperature gauge or Celsius on here, it's just on 4. So what I'll do is I'll cook it on 4 all the way through. But let's put it on 5 just to heat it up. Okay, and then when I come back I'll put it on 4. Okay. More rubbish. Well, let's get started. Need that. Plain flour. 2 cups. Okay. Some people like to use a sifter too. I don't have a sifter, so I'll do my best. Okay, that's close to 1. Okay. It's close to 2. Okay, I'd say that's 2 there. So, let's put this away. I won't be needing this flour anymore. Okay, sugar. 3/4 cups of sugar. I've got sugar here already. So, sugar. 3/4 cup. You can put less sugar if you need to. Joshua's type 1 diabetes, so you will need to take his insulin. And you'll probably have about 4. Okay, let's put the sugar away. So there you go, flour and sugar together. Okay, right now.
I think he's forgot something.
Yes, I'm always forgetting something. It's different when you're doing it off video, you just go to town on it. I picked this up on YouTube. One of the Samoan ladies was doing it. And I thought, wow, how easy is that? So, because I've done quite a few batches already and I'm quite comfortable with it, I thought, you know what, I might as well share it as well.
But we watched that video, but we actually adjusted ours to make a smaller batch. So this is not going to make a very big batch.
She's doubled it.
Yeah.
We've just halved it.
Whereas we don't need to eat a lot of pancakes.
Yes.
Pancakes, sorry.
So once you stir, keep stirring that sugar and bicarbonate. Great. And then let's get that banana. Look at these bananas. Wow. Back in NZ, I used to love eating these. The problem is I used to eat them but never knew how to cook it. Mothers always try to tell you how to make it, but do we ever listen? No. Look at that, nice and soft. Nice and soft, it's actually falling apart. There. Okay, that's one banana. People do use one or two, but I actually like to use 4. That's probably why the pancakes turn out a bit darker than normal. This one's still a bit not. That's still alright. Let's get that out. That's whai number 2, whai number 3 coming up. Whai in Samoa is banana. So in English these are banana pancakes, but we call it panikeke. Okay, last whai, number 4, and I've got to love my bin, always nice and close, and I like to leave it open. One side's for recycled and the other side's for just normal rubbish. Okay, mash it in. I don't think I'm going to need that much milk. I mean, some people do put a cup or 2, but I guess the banana's not as ripe, where this one is, it's absolutely ripe. I don't mind the chunks of banana too. Look at that. Not that much.
It'd be nice if you could smell it too, because it smells so banana-y.
Oh yes.
It's beautiful.
And might as well put the egg in. And what's the egg for, Alison? I see egg in a lot of dishes.
It's just to help combine it.
So to keep it together. Okay, straight in. Got to wash my hand from the egg.
And that's just 1 egg.
1 egg. Mix it in. See, the milk is not even in there yet. Not in there yet. And look how moist it is.
Excuse me.
That's because of the bananas being so ripe. I like to leave it for a couple of weeks, the bananas. But if you can't wait, you can still use the normal bananas. You just have to add milk to it. I've got a feeling I won't need much milk in that. Otherwise I'll lose density, the thickness. I'd say I'm going to start with that little bit there. That's probably 2 tablespoons. Because that's quite moist there the way it is now. Okay. And I wipe my forehead. forehead, sweaty.
It's a bit warm today.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is just tip that in. As you can see, all the bananas in. And I'll actually leave the bowl the way it is now. I don't rinse it yet. I'll give that a mush. Just give it a couple turns around. Get it in there. And just start feeling that bite. There it is. Wow. You don't need that much. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna need a little bit more milk. So what I'll do is I'll actually tip it into here where there's more banana there. Sort of stir it around and get as much of that fatty banana. Pour it in, and I've got a feeling that's it. That's what I'm going to use. Now let's mix that in. Keep mixing it till all the flour's gone. The dry flour I'm talking about. Look at that. Keep turning. And if it's too dry, you can use, just put some water in a cup and get your spoons and wet your spoons, and it'll fall out nice and easily into the hot oil. Can you see the texture? Getting rid of all that dry flour. I'm quite happy with that, people. I really am. Oh wow, you should actually smell it.
So nice, it's not too runny and not too thick.
That's right. You want it to be stable. Okay, let's move this on. Move over to the oven. And I do see the oil, the bubbles are rising up. Let's turn this light on. But that's a bit too hot. I may burn that. So, like I said earlier, let's go from 5 to 4. I'm going to have to Google what the temperatures are on these ovens. This is the oven that Alison chose for the house. We actually put this kitchen together, built it from scratch, removed all the old. We like to renovate homes too, Alison and I, buy and sell. Okay, let's give it a rest, let it rest for a bit, get that oil to come down a bit. Because the last thing we want is to burn the outside and have the inside still raw. Because it's not nice. Okay, let's give it a rest.